Okay, put your whiteboards down just for 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna start from the beginning just for 1 second here. So, on the board right now, so you have your quiz. Your quiz is going to be 20 questions. One of every type of question I'm going to put on the board first. You can do it on your whiteboard and we'll go over it. When you see your quiz, each of those 20 questions should look familiar because A, we've done lesson 1 and 2, so you know how to do them, and B, we have just gone through each type of question on the board right before the quiz. So this is the first type of question that it gave you, which is what is the standard form of this number? I gave it to you in what form? Number name form. Write it in standard form. You remember that when you see it in word form, what I'd like for you to do, just so that you don't miss out on any of the zeros or the place values that go in there, I want you to write the spaces first. It will just help you. Some of you, I know you don't need to, you can figure it out. But when you're taking a quiz or a test, just give yourself all the chances you can to make sure that you don't miss anything. So you look right away and you see 35 million is the first part you need to write. So what period or what family are you going to draw spaces out until? Michaela? The millions. So we're going to do this. Here's the millions family. Here's the thousands family. Here's the ones family. Ones, thousands, millions, and then billions, which we don't need. Why does this help you? Because sometimes you will forget to fill in every space. So this will help you. So let's start. We have 35 million. So we go to the millions period. And where are we going to put it? Right here. 35 million. Remember, you say the name of the family right by the comma. 35 million. We got that part written down. 800,000. We're in the thousands family. We write 800,000. Yes? Last part is 45. This is where if you don't write spaces, some people go like this. 45. But that's not 45, right? It's actually 450 because there have to be 3 spaces filled out. So sometimes it helps when you see those spaces to know if I'm going to write 45, it has to be right here. Do all of your numbers and then go back and say, okay, I got to obviously fill in with the 0. Who got this right? Awesome. All right, that's the first type of question that you're going to see. So let's go on. The next type of question you'll see is write the standard form of this number. And it'll be a number similar to this. Let me give you an example. How about
standard? That is standard.
Just wait, okay? Now you see, right? It did look standard for a moment, but it's really not. Okay? That's a different kind of expanded form, but you need to squish that down to standard form. So again, you're going to write the spaces. Look how far we went out. I'm sorry, hold up. I made a mistake. This is going to confuse you. Got it? So, you're going to go out to the what place?
Millions.
Millions. So do your blanks first and then, sorry, that's kind of messy. Do your blanks first and then fill those in. It wants it in standard form. You can keep it down. I won't make you hold your whiteboards up because I'll put the answer on and then you can correct your own. Okay? And if you got it wrong, try and figure out what you got wrong so you don't make the same mistake on your quiz that you're about to take. That's why we kind of do a quick review before. Tests for sure we do a review. Sometimes we'll do a quick review for quizzes too, just to make sure that it's all fresh in your brain. All right, so here we go. We have 700 million. So let's go to the millions section, right? The millions period, and we're gonna write 700 million. Plus 35 million. So what do we need to do?
Erase the zeros.
Erase the zeros because we've actually got to add
The 35.
the 35. 35 million. So now we did the 7 million, the 35 million. What do we got here? 7,000. So we're going to put 7,000. Where is the thousands, family? Right here?
Yes.
We've got 7,000. Okay? Leave your zeros until the very end. So we did this. And we've got 4.
4.
Right here?
Nope.
No.
Yeah.
What do we do with the blanks?
0.
Who got this right? Raise your hand. Okay? If you didn't get it right, look and see what you might have done wrong and try and remember that mistake. Okay, the next type of question you're going to see on your quiz is this. Listen to these instructions. I'm going to read them for you. It's going to say, which of the following are equivalent? What does equivalent mean?
Equal.
Equal. Which of the following are equivalent or equal to the given number, meaning the number that they're giving you? Select all that apply. What does that mean?
Select, not one, but like all that.
Means that, okay, they're giving you a list of 5. Don't just pick the first one. You have to check each of them. Something that is wise to do, check one, see if it applies. If not, cross it off. Go to the next one. If it is, circle it. All right, so which of the following are equivalent to the given number? Select all that apply. Okay, now what it's going to do, sorry, I didn't put the parentheses in there, did I? Wow, that's really messy, but I'm trying to go super quick here. 4 times 1, pretend that says times 1. Okay, there's going to be a list, A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, D, E. You're going to have, let me see. Rather than make a list, because I don't want to take the time to do that, there's going to be some of them written in number form and some of them in name form. So there's going to be maybe multiple options that fit. Why don't you go ahead and write on your paper what this would be in standard form. Standard form. So you may want to write your blanks all the way out to the billions, right? So you're going to be like, whoa, billions, millions, thousands, ones, right? Yours is going to be multiple choice, but I'm not going to make up those answers for you right now. See if you can do that. How many digits should you have in your number that are not zeros?
4.
4, right? One for this, one for this, one for this, one for this. You should have only either zeros or a 4, a 6, a 7, and a 6. Those are the digits. These are the clues that tell you where they are placed. And the rest are going to be zeros. Okay? And you can keep it down. I'm going to put the answer up here. That way your arms don't go numb trying to hold up your whiteboards when you're finished. Here we go. The 6 goes in this spot. What spot is this?
The billion.
The billions. Here's the billions family. Which spot does it go in?
The third one.
Yep. The 6 billion. So this is done now. We wrote that, right? 7 goes in the 10,000 spot. What is, this is the million spot. What are we going to do there?
Put 0.
Leave it blank for right now. We're going all the way over to the 1,000 spot, to the 10,000 spot. We're going to put a 7 in. Done with that. The 6 goes in the 10 spot. The 4 goes in the
1.
and all the rest of these were freebies. They were all zeros. Do you need to put zeros there?
No.
It's not wrong if you do, but you don't really need to because it doesn't matter. You don't; those have no value. Yes, question?
At the end, isn't that supposed to be a 4?
I am so sorry. You are very right. Look at 4 times 1. This should be a 4 in the 1 spot. Got it? Now, the other way this might be on your multiple choice, they might have also written out 6 billion, 70, they would have written that out. It may be correct or it may be wrong. Be very careful. They're very tricky about putting some options in there that at first glance look right but are actually wrong. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Alrighty, there we go. Now the next type of question you're going to see is write the number in expanded form.
Yay!
They do not give you enough space on this worksheet to write that number out in expanded form. I will come and give you a half sheet of paper for numbers 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You're going to do that on the half sheet of paper and then staple it to the back because there's just not enough space on here. So let's do one example. Raise your hand if you have a question. Let's do one example of writing the number in expanded form. Let's do a really hard one, and that way we can just do one. If you can get this one, you should be able to get them all. Let's write this in expanded form. You know, I'm gonna write it smaller because you know. Okay, there's a pretty long one with some zeros and some mixed up spots. Go ahead and see if you can write that in standard form. Oh, I did it the wrong way. I wanted you guys to write it in expanded form, didn't I? Okay, go ahead and do this, and then I'm gonna give you one where you have to write this out. That's what I wanted to do. Go ahead and do this one as an example. We're in the billions family, so I'm gonna get my spaces ready. All right, folks, let's try it.
Wait.
Got it? All right, here we go. It says 6 times 10 billion. Where are we going to put that 6?
In the 10 billion.
In the 10 billion spot. Then 4 times 100 million. Where does the 4 go? In the millions. Yep, millions family. In the 400s. In the 100 million spot. 3 goes in the 10,000 spot. Here's the thousands family. And the middle one is the 10,000 spot. 4 goes in the 100 spot. Whoopsie. 100 spot. And 5 goes in the 10 spot. The rest are zeros. Check your answer. Wow. There we go. Now, here's what I want you to do. I want you to write this in number name form. Number name form.
What?
You know how to do that. Number name just means write it out in words, how you would say it with your mouth. You wouldn't say 60, 400, comma. You would say, remember, here's your clue for this. You say the name of the number, and then when it gets to the comma, you say the family it's in. Then you say the name of the number, and the name of the family, and the name of the number, and the family, and the name of the number. That's all you're doing. Just give it your best shot, and we'll give you the answer. This is probably the easiest part, other than the actual writing it out with words. Don't say it out loud. Let your neighbor think too. When you think out loud, it's hard for your neighbor to think. You can keep it down. I'll write the answer on the board. give you a few more seconds here. All right. Now, this looks hard, but it's actually easy. What is this number right here before the comma? What's this number?
6 billion.
No, just the number right here. What is this number?
Oh, 6.
No, it's not a 6.
60.
This number is 60. So you say 60, and what are you going to say for this comma?
Billion.
So you're going to write that out. You're going to say 60 is the number, and billion is the family it's in. 60 billion, comma.
400.
What's this number?
400.
Remember, you do the whole thing. Don't just say 4. The whole family, it's 400, what?
Million.
400, and the family it's in is the million. So you write 400 million. Sorry for my messy handwriting. I'm just trying to go fast so we can get to our quiz. Now you go to the next family and you do it all together. What number is this?
30.
30. And what family?
1,000.
So you write that out.
30,000.
30,000. That's it. And now we go to here and we say 450. And you don't need to say 451s. We assume that that is the ones. So you're going to write that out. 450. There's no numbers. It's all words. How many got that right? Nice. Oh my, for all the complaining that happened, you all got it right. Okay, next. Okay, the next set of types of problems, look at these. You remember learning about this, but we're going to really think about this. I'm going to write, let's see, let's do, okay. There are 3 places up here. I want you to write for me the places that are 10 times the given place. So this is the given place. Write the place that is 10 times the value of the given place. This is exactly what you're going to have to do on your paper. It'll say write the spot that is 10 times the given spot. Do all 3 of them. Okay, let's give you the answers. For the first one, you gotta wait a second? All right, one more. 10 times the given spot. So you have to think, 10 times means it's bigger. It probably means I'm going to go one place bigger, right? So I'm gonna scooch over and think about the space to the left of it, because that's going to make it bigger. You have a question?
No, but when I say, are we gonna take the test after?
We are.
Okay.
We have one more type after this. Then you will have done one of every type of problem on the test, and we will have talked through the directions for each one. So that should eliminate any confusion, like, oh, I didn't know what that meant, or what does this word mean, equivalent. We've gone through everything on the quiz, so you should be able to take it and actually really be able to tell how well you understand the concept. Okay, listen, 10,000 spot. What spot is worth 10 times more, Lamaria? 100,000. Yeah, the 100,000s place. You don't even need to say 100,000s place. What place is 10 times bigger than the hundreds place, Ben?
1,000.
Exactly. Millions. What spot is 10 times bigger? Yes, Ella. the 10 million spot. Got it? Now, I want all eyes up here just for a second, because how they do this is that it's matching on your quiz. So look it will look like this. And then there will be your answers over here. But look there's gonna be extras. They give you 5 options. Can you do me a favor? I know lots of people match them up like this. Okay? But sometimes these are really hard to grade when I'm grading 38 of them, because the lines are all like kind of messy and they squiggle, and I'm trying to figure out where it's like a maze. So if you could do this, match them up if you want. But what I would prefer, could you, on this side right here, could you actually write,
Little
this
lines.
is E, this one matches up to D, and this one matches up to B. Because for me, it's easier to go EDB and look through everybody's papers and see that than take everyone and follow your lines, okay? I've done that for many years. I thought, why? Like, let's just do this. This will help me a lot, okay? Match them, but give me the number. All right, you will make my homework a little bit easier. So, last 2 more types of questions. This type is, right, we just did this and we said, what is worth 10 times more? But now I want to know, excuse me, what is 1/10 of the value of this place? Your quiz is going to say, choose the place that is 1/10 of the given place. So I need 3 answers: the 10th of this, 1/10 the value of this, and 1/10 the value of this. Think about which direction you're going. If you're multiplying something by only a 10th, that means it's going to be a place value, a place smaller, a place lesser. List those 3 out, and we will go on to the last type of question.
I have a question.
Yes,
So when it says 1/10, that means that you're going less?
yes, because if I give you a pizza, and then I say, oh, actually, you can only have 1/10 of the pizza. Is that less? That's less. So if you multiply by a fraction, you're going less. So you want to figure out the place value that is 1/10 less. That means you're just going to bump it over to the spot to the right. All right, you should be done writing those 3. All right, who's going to give me, what is 1/10 of the 10,000 spot is going to be, Mia?
It is going to be 1,000.
The 1,000 spot. All right, the 100 spot. Heidi, do you know what's 1/10 of the 100 spot?
10.
The 10 spot. And the million spot. Who hasn't gone? Charlotte. What's 1/10 of the million spot? The 100,000s. That's 1 step less. All right. Here is the very last type of problem you're going to see on the test. I'm sorry. It's just a quiz. It's not a test. It's just a quiz on lessons 1 and 2. So the problem is going to state. All right. Let me make a different similar problem up here. Okay, the question is this. The digit 8. The digit 8 is in the blank place and has a value of blank. You need to be able to fill those in. We've done problems like that. The digit 8 is in the what place and has a value of what? Those are 2 different things. You know them both. Question, Kate McGill? Ooh, no, not during the instruction time. And especially you don't want to go during a review for a quiz, because you'll need to know this. Unless it is a super emergency. You can go right after this problem when I hand out the quizzes, okay? Then go. Okay, just right now do this, okay? Try to save bathrooms, guys, for non-instructional time, because otherwise you'll miss out something important. All right, here we go. The answer.
Wait.
The 8 is in the what place? Well, let's look at this. This is the ones place, the thousands, and the millions. So the 8 is in the thousands family. What spot is it in? Ella?
10,000.
So you're actually going to write out 10,000. That's the place, 10,000's place. The value of the 8, if it's in the 10,000's place, Zari?
80,000.
It's gonna be 80,000. Okay, one last one. Is this. I'm gonna change this for a second. Last ones, and I'll, oh my goodness, I don't want that. I want it to be blue. Okay. Tell me the value of, you don't even have to write this down, just tell me the value of the digit in the ones place. Raise your hand if you know it. The value of the digit in the ones place. Heidi? 0. Very last question. I'm going to see how they actually write this so it doesn't confuse you. The value of the 4 in the millions place is how many times the value of the 4 in the hundred thousands place? Okay, listen to that question. The value of the 4 in the millions place is how many times the value of the 4 in the hundred thousands place? Jade? Think about this. You're on the right track, but I said the value of the 4 in the millions place is how many times the value of the 4 in the hundred thousands place? How much is it? Yes, because this is bigger. This is in the bigger place, so it's worth 10 times. But now, Jade, what if I had said, what is the value of the 4 in the 10,000s place compared to this one? It's how much?
10 times.
1/10.
What?
Yes.
What is that?
Okay? So, don't let this confuse you. Let me show you this one more time. If you are comparing two numbers, and I say, what is the value of this compared to this? You say this one is 10 times bigger. If I say, what is the value of this one compared to this one? You said it is 1/10 smaller. Does that make sense?
Yes.
You're going to have one on your quiz like that, and you have to think, what is the value of this one compared to that one? It's either going to be 10 times bigger
Or more than
or
10 times.
1/10 smaller. You can decide. I have now went through everything on your quiz. You've done great. So you should be able to breathe and be like, okay, let me be careful. Let me take my time. I know this stuff. I can do a good job. Instructions. Listen carefully. When you get your paper, put your name on it, very first thing. Put your number on it. Then you can start. When you are done, please don't come up to me and hand it to me. Here's what you do when you're done. You take your half sheet of paper that you've done your problems that you need extra space on. You staple it to the top of the back. Don't staple it to the front. Staple it to the back so I can see your name. When you're done, there's a bin in the back that says Math E. It's for Math Engelhardt homeroom. You're going to take your quiz and you're going to stick it in there. And you will say, that was awesome. That was so easy. I know my math. Okay? All right. There is no talking during the quiz for two reasons. First of all, I don't want you sharing answers, obviously. Second of all, I want it to be completely silent so that everyone can have the best shot at focusing. When you are done with your quiz, should you be talking? No, because other people still aren't done with their quiz. What you can do is you can get out your science notebook or your science folder and be working on coloring your foldables. Got it?
We have to check our math.
Thank you. This class has not checked your math. When you turn yours in, take your math homework and morning work, go over to the answer key, check the homework, write -0, -7, -10, whatever it is. Check your morning work, write the answer. When you are done, bring it over to me. I want to look through and see how you did and take your grade. Capiche? No, you have to say kaposh. Capiche?
Kaposh.
All right. No talking. I'm going to come around and hand you a quiz and a blank sheet of paper. Name on both. I'll leave the stapler up here, okay?